Hello, my fellow healers. My name is Adina, and I'm that healing girl. And in this pick a card reading, we're going to be talking about the energies of the thinning of the veil. Now, there's a lot of different dates when this particularly, I don't believe like the thinning of the veil happens on a specific date personally, although October 31st is the date that a lot of people agree on. But just like with everything else in astrology, I feel like there is shadow periods and then waning, and then that build up to, I should say, there's pre-periods and then shadow periods. So I felt like for me, in this instance, even before the 31st, I felt definitely strongly the energy of ancestral energy and the other side, signs and messages from the other side and from the spirit world, and particularly from spirit animals. And before this reading, one of the spirit animals that comes to me a lot that does have to do with, transformation and, death has to do with the ultimate transformation was a moth. A moth came and landed right there on this cloth, right on the skull. And I thought that was a really amazing symbolic sign that the messages in this reading were going to ring true for the people that are meant to hear them. And as with always, take what resonates with you, leaving the rest behind, trusting that you are exactly where you need to be right now in this moment. Always follow your intuition. As the highest guide, always follow your higher self. But these are the messages that I have for you today on for October 31st, which many hold to be the time when the veil is the thinnest between the living and the dead. And I will see you in the reading. So we have 3 crystals here. We have Obsidian, Amethyst, and then we have 2. Should I say 4 crystals, really? We have 2 here, which is Selenite and a combination of black tourmaline and Selenite. So we'll see what happens with this pile, but typically when that combo comes up, it means like you're breaking patterns, of thinking, patterns of behavior. Selenite cleanses and uplifts, and black tourmaline grounds and disperses negativity. So, let's see what we have for you in this reading. Pile number 1, 2, and 3. I'll see you in the reading. Okay, pile number 1. Let's see what we have in store for you today. You have this lovely, and this is one of my favorite black obsidian pieces. It's very beautiful. It's very, black obsidian is a stone for when you're either want to protect from negativity or dealing with negativity, or you want to release negativity from your aura and energy body. It's also very protective, so it repels negativity and negative intentions of others. So, and during this time when we are, dealing with the energies of the veil where things are thinner, we are a bit more susceptible to negative forces, both in the spirit world and the physical world, trying to make their way through. And we have to use discernment, and we have to use, use our intuition. Like I said in the intro, use our intuition to figure out what's best for us. I will list all the decks that I'm using in the info box. But particularly I use the Power of Surrender. I use the Crow Tarot, and this is a new oracle deck called the Earthbone Oracle that honors the concepts of rebirth transformation. So let's see. Empress. Wow, powerful way to start with that Empress energy. Magician. Whoa. Pile number 1. You are literally going through a gigantic transformation with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You are not so concerned with money right now. You are concerned with your power and your purpose. And you're concerned with turning into the person that you were meant to be. You're concerned with your legacy and what you're trying to birth into the world with the Empress. Yeah, and you're trying to birth something big into the world. And it's not like for yourself. I feel like this is definitely something for humanity. It's a humanitarian concern. Maybe you're running a nonprofit, or maybe you're just a person who's like, everything that's happening in the world right now, people are losing, they're losing their food assistance, they're losing home assistance, the government is shut down here in North America, but all over the world there is unrest and a lot of wars happening. And so you're coming out with this Knight of Wands card as this like social justice warrior. And you are really like, you're one of those people that's like, let's, boycott these corrupt corporations, boycott corrupt politicians. You're like going to be volunteering at the soup kitchen. You're the ones that grow the community gardens. You're the ones that give to the food pantries and that give your time and resources to help out neighbors who might be here undocumented, to help them get the legal resources they need. You are here for the community. You're here for the older citizens of this community that might be relying on things like Meals on Wheels or food benefits, and you are here to help them out, or you're trying to create a program to help them out. That's pile number one. This is such beautiful energy, and you're not in it for the money or the fame, really. You're in it for the purpose. You're in it because it is the right thing to do. Yeah. You have a huge amount of compassion and are a very beautiful soul, pile number one. Yeah, you're concerned about mothers and children. You might be a person that's really, really invested in like women's rights and reproductive rights and the rights of children. Yeah. Surrender, stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. What I'm getting from this is that you know that you are on the right side of things. Like you have conviction, and a lot of people might have conviction, but they might have it in a different way, or they might not be as staunch about it as you, and you have to have grace for that. Not everyone is going to be as invested. It might even be partners or friends. They might care about the things that you do, but they aren't going to be as invested, and you can't demand that of somebody. You can't demand that kind of thing, because that is a growth that happens at the soul level, and that is personal to each and every one of us. We're all on our own path. So you can't demand somebody's growth be where it isn't. Now, I'm not saying like, somebody is diabolically opposed to a lot of the things that you feel, and you feel that they don't align with your values, that you should not, that you should associate with that person. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about more people that are in a line, but they might not be on the same level of passion and dedication as you. So surrender some of that and meet people where they are, and let them contribute in ways that they feel comfortable with, and set intention to attract more people that are on the same vibration as you, that are as driven and as dedicated for the causes that you believe in as you, and they will come in. But don't alienate the ones who do agree with you but maybe aren't quite as dedicated, because there's a place for people like that too. They can help out in many ways. And if nothing else, they can just be a support and affirmation for what it is that you're doing, and a source of agreement. So yeah, roots. You want to take out corruption, and yeah, you want to take it out from the root. And again, like I said, this is your legacy, your ancestry, legacy, tradition. This is your legacy that you are leaving behind. And if you are a non-melanated person, if you are not a person of color or black, you are very, very committed to dismantling the unconscious beliefs of things like racism and sexism that might be like structurally, the structural systemic racism. You are dedicated to dismantling that within yourself, and within the people that you meet in the community. You challenge people to see the things where they've internalized racism, misogyny, sexism, homophobia, all the phobias, all the isms. You challenge people, and you challenge within yourself as well to be better, and that's amazing. Rider, movement, quick decisions, progress. You are in this fight. You are in this fight, and Spirit is on your side. Yeah. And you understand what's at risk. You are a fighter for this. You understand that lives are on the line with the things that you do. You understand that, and you embrace that fully. You have a lot of moral clarity. Pile number 1. Let's look at 10, and then we'll look at 12. I'm going to try and put this here so that you can screenshot it. Hang on a second. Oops. That was not what I was trying to do. Hang on. I guess we can do it like this. And then you can screenshot it, and then I'll read it. There we go. I kind of got a little bit, yeah. So hopefully that everything's still in the frame, still. But we'll read this. Leaving your stamp on this earth and leaving behind the memory of who you are. It's like leaving a legacy of love. Tell people that you love them verbally or through acts of service. Now that's what you're doing. Leave a memory of who you are in a positive way. You are doing that, pile number 1. Impacting others' lives with your light is the only lasting legacy a person can leave. The greater understanding is to be remembered, and you understand this. Love is the most powerful emotion to create lasting results, to remember those we've touched or left a mark on, so that our memory and legacy will live on. Your legacy is one that is unique. The number of lives that you can touch by sharing your gifts and talent is one that will leave a lasting impression on future generations. It is achieved by being true to yourself, being present, accepting and embracing your truth and authenticity that will carve out a path for you to be of service to others. It is your service to humankind, sharing your voice through whatever form that is, that guarantees your lasting memory and legacy. You have the capability and potential to create tremendous positive change. Your individuality is your strength. Your gifts are what set you apart. Remember, not a single person accomplished great things by following the status quo for a normal or practical lifestyle. Embracing your individuality and peculiarities has the power to garner a lasting legacy that touches more lives than you can imagine. Your affirmation: my legacy is built on the acceptance of all my attributes. I will not suppress or hide myself away, but boldly and confidently share my unique qualities. Yes, you are unique, and yes, you are beautiful. Pile number 1. Let's see what 12 has to say. 12 is the rider, and we'll hold that up so that you can screenshot. It says you are on the right path for your freedom. You only need to persevere and put in work. Focus on what you love doing. Don't let anyone steer you away. Your fears are valid and relevant, but they do not hold power over you. What do you fear? Do not let it stop you. What gives you anxiety? Recognize it, attack it, do it. You are learning how to strategize. You are beginning to understand where action and energy need to go to be self-sustaining. This energy is fast-paced and can't be slowed. Your spirit guide is saying that you need to practice meditating more often or clear distractions to create a stillness and space to hear them. You may be blocked by electronic devices or distractions and too much opposing energy that is getting in the way. You will need to free yourself of toxins and poor particle waves interfering with your spiritual messages. Let go of worry. You are strong and powerful. Your affirmation: my consciousness expands daily. I am only limited by the limits I put on myself. And pile number 1, you don't have limits. You recognize that you are in this. I feel like you have, like, if I can think of an energy that this is reminding me of, it's very like Malcolm X, sort of Mamdani, like it's that energy. It's bell hooks, it's Asada Shakur. It's the energy of change, and it's the energy of purpose, and it's the energy of accomplishing meaningful change in the world. Pile number 1. I love this for you. Please wear some black obsidian to protect yourself from any negative forces that might try to stop you, dissuade you, or put blocks in your path. And that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If it resonated with you, please like and subscribe below. Comment with a skull, a black heart emoji if you'd like. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, pile number 2. Let's see what's in store for you. And yeah, we have an amethyst here. Let's see what comes up for you. All right. King of Cups. Some of you, Wheel of Fortune. Getting that some of you might be trying to date. Yeah, with this 7 of Cups. Let's see, I think that's 7 of Cups. Sorry, 9 of Cups. 7 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I'm getting that an energy of trying to find a relationship. Yeah. And the Wheel of Fortune card being the major arcana, you know, I getting a powerful positive vibe towards that. Like if you are trying to build a relationship, then it's definitely going in your favor. Yeah. It's definitely going in your favor. It is, yeah. And with this 9 of Cups, that is another signifier that this is actually moving in your favor as well. Yeah. Because 9 of Cups is the wish fulfilled card. The wish fulfilled card means that, how would I say this? You've planted all these seeds, or you've thrown a penny in the well. That's the vibe I'm getting. And now you're getting back what you have put in, the work you have put in. And a lot of you have put in work into yourself. And part of this is financial work, but part of it is just you did the work. And by the work, I mean you are, you know, growing as a human being. You discovered what it is you love about life. You discovered your purpose. You have worked on faults and flaws within yourself, and because of that, you are attracting in a very high vibratory mate. I'm sorry, Mercury retrograde shadow period is coming in strong, and so I feel like I'm being much more tongue-tied than usual, so bear with me. And also, I feel like I have to really think about thoughts before they come in, because there's a few minor disruptions or disruptions in the flow of information. It's almost like it feels like almost like channel glitches. So bear with me. But yes, getting back to this, the King of Cups energy is you. You have worked on not only mastering your emotions in a very positive way. And what I mean is not controlling your emotions, but mastering your emotions, meaning that you see if your emotions become outsized, you have learned to be friends with your anger, your rage, your shame, any shadow emotions. You've done that work. And you also have brought in positive emotions. You've brought in vulnerability. You've brought in joy and hope. And you have done a lot of healing work around your heart chakra with this King of Cups energy. Some of you, this might be, I feel like it could be either male or female, but it definitely feels like this might be a woman looking at this pile, or more women looking at this pile than men, because you're also bringing in this King of Cups energy towards you. So you're bringing in a very high value relationship. And with this Wheel of Fortune, that speaks a lot of cycles, and particularly a lot of times of karmic cycles. So I feel like you have done a lot of good as well. And the universe is definitely rewarding not only good deeds, and spirit is rewarding good deeds in past lives and in this one. And also it's rewarding like just how much work you've put in yourself. This feels very, very Saturn in nature as well. So maybe some of you are like Capricorns, Virgos, Earth signs, but you know, Saturn's ruled by Capricorn, or Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. See, I'm getting tongue twisted again. And so a lot of you put in this hard work, and there's this idea that it's, you know, with hard work you enjoy the fruits of your labor, and that is coming towards you in the form of a relationship. And if you already are in a relationship, it's going to come towards you in the form of a deepening connection within that relationship. Or maybe even like a rejuvenation of the romance of that relationship. And in doing so, if this is an existing relationship, you will both fall in love with each other, and you will learn that you're also falling in love with yourselves, which is really powerful. When you fall in love with yourself, that is when you really start to bring in the potential for attracting abundance in the form of not only financial abundance, but relational abundance. Friends, family, people are being drawn into you. And with the Seven of Wands, speaks of when you're sort of like, I guess, defending a territory. Yeah. You're defending like this, and for what I think this is, that used to have a sort of defensiveness about you, and that's to protect things that happened to you, not only when you were younger, but in other past relationships, and you have released that defensiveness, and now you're becoming more vulnerable. And vulnerability is really, really attractive, because people can then really get to know you and really see you for who you are. Pile number 2, yeah. Let's see what you surrender. You surrender stress. Because you are at the point, it says take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go and come back to your center. I think you've already done this. And not only have you surrendered stress, but you have surrendered or are surrendering stress around finding like the one, or finding a partner. And it's because you released the pressure on yourself as that this is going to come in as well. Crossed. Oh, yeah. Searching for purpose, daydreaming. What I'm getting from this is that the person that comes in, you might kind of be, how do they say, star-crossed? In other words, or it might be somebody that you never even considered. Star-crossed meaning like, you know, it might be somebody that has a different religious belief from you, a different outlook on life, possibly even different culture. And maybe there's some challenges within that, and within trying to find common ground, but there will be a strong attraction. The Stand, courage, determined, fearlessness. It's urging you to not compromise, to take a stand for who you are, not compromise your values in the name of finding a mate, or in the name of finding a person. You know, you might get this person, they seem wonderful, but if a relationship comes through that demands that you compromise who you are, then say thank you next, to quote Ariana Grande. Anybody who's been on this channel knows I channel a lot musically. So a lot of songs come through to me, and I actually list those songs in the info box. So if anybody's ever checked out my info boxes, there's songs in there often. So let's see, 13. And of course, I'm going to let you screenshot it, But shed the past and sever the ties to any obligations of fulfilling others' expectations. Choose your spiritual path. Follow daily practice for clear answers. Stay out of harm's way by displaying courage, strength, confidence, calmness, and confidence. Trust what feels good and follow the path of light. What comes easy is right. What feels like a struggle or is constantly burdening must let go. Let go of any people or projects that are consistently posing problems or are too difficult. What is meant for you will come easily. Be willing to flow more freely and attract more blessings. If you feel you have jumped through too many hoops, it is not for you. Meditate to gain clarity and connect with spirit for guidance. Make this connection a daily practice. Leave behind old habits that cause low vibrations. Consider what serves you by what you love to do and do it unapologetically. Let go of how you want to be perceived in this world. Trust your instincts. Dedicating to your spiritual practice will unveil part of your life path. Shed any burdens of feelings or obligations. Your life path is a spiritual one. Some relationships are holding you back from doing what is right for your soul. Shed past beliefs or relationships that do not serve you. You're being called to choose a new direction that sets you free and clears your path to abundance. The affirmation: I am acting on inspiration and insights. I move through life as with ease and grace. So I'm going to paraphrase some of this stuff. What is coming through is this take a stand card. Maybe there is a star-crossed love coming through, but I'm getting that they're saying if this love that comes through is too difficult, it's causing you to compromise too much, release it. Another love will come through. Yeah, so there might be somebody that comes through that feels a little star-crossed, and you might have to decide, is this right for me? Because I feel like, with this Nine of Cups, there's going to be a lot to choose from. And so what they're saying is any of the choices that you make when you're swiping right or left in the apps, or when you're dating in the real world, don't settle. That's what I'm really getting. Don't settle. Don't settle, because don't be like, well, this is good enough. If it's a person that's causing you to compromise any part of yourself, then that's not the one. So that's for some of you. It says the stand. You are entitled and worthy, so give yourself permission to speak up and ask questions. Those tiny nudges from the spirit world are a gentle reminder that you're not powerless in life. You have free will, and you are entitled to the greatest amount of abundance and fulfillment. Your spirit allies indicate that they can only give you the lessons and skills you need to take action, but it is up to you to manifest and create. Keep in mind that you are a force to be reckoned with. You have the ability to conquer any barriers that are thrown in your path. You are empowering yourself. Have faith in yourself and trust that opportunities will come your way to help you achieve your goals. Vulnerability can help you build confidence. In your truth, you will find power and courage. You can begin to recognize how Spirit's lessons have helped you adapt and grow in order to help you deal with the upcoming events and occurrences. You always have the opportunity to improve your physical and emotional well-being. Make sure you are on the same page when it comes to boundaries. Ensure you clarify yourself if someone misunderstands you. By ensuring that your intentions are accurately heard, you may be assured that you are not the one who is causing the conflict. Affirmation: it is okay for me to make mistakes. I honor myself. I am exactly who I need to be in this very moment. Yes, it is okay to make mistakes. If you choose somebody and you start dating them and you're like, oops, this was a mistake, do not hesitate to pull back, restart and reset, because that means that wasn't the one for you, and you need to move on to the one who is coming in for you. So, yeah, that is what I have for you, pile number 2. Good luck on your finding the right person. And again, if this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, and comment below with a skull or a black heart emoji. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, pile number 3, last but not least. And we have 2 crystals for you. Selenite and black tourmaline. And those are crystals used for breaking habits and patterns and things. That's interesting. Oh yeah. You have a choice to make. Interesting. This feels a lot like a question of value. I think this is asking, how much do you value yourself? Mhm. And one of the things that you're asked to do is to make a choice. I think this choice has to do with not only with valuing yourself, but a choice of your values. Yeah. A choice of how much you value yourself and a choice about your values. You are being asked, are you being true to your values and true to yourself? If you do not, how would I say this? If you do not uphold your personal values and you allow other people to dictate your values or to overstep boundaries when you have clearly stated your values, you are not valuing yourself as well. And in a way, it's like a soul betrayal. And this sometimes happens. We want to be, we want to be liked, we want to be loved, and we sometimes cave to peer pressure, even if we're not really feeling deep down that this is the path that is right for us. Yeah. 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 And with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, maybe it's time for you to step back and see what it is. What it is that you believe. That's what I'm getting. You might be kind of in a little bit of a period of confusion around that. You might be like not sure of who you are. And it's like if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. That's the vibe I'm getting. Now, I'm not saying you don't stand for anything, I'm just saying that has somehow become unclear because you've let other people sort of tell you what to do, where to go, and you've abandoned your intuition and your inner guidance system. You've abandoned your North Star. Yeah. Pile number 3. And this makes sense too now. The balance of light and dark, the duality is representing the choice that you're going to make, right? Are you going to follow the light and the truth of what is your personal truth? Or are you going to kind of descend in for you what would be a darker path? It's a darker path because it is contrary to what it is your heart truly knows and believes to be true. And so I'm getting a strong hit from this that it might be a lot to do with familial pressure. Yeah, familial pressure to do things a certain way that they want you to do them. Yeah. And with this Page of Cups, your true heart, your true self has been somewhat repressed. Or with this, with this Page of Cups, your true heart, it has been somewhat repressed. It has been somewhat somewhat pressed down, somewhat pushed down. Yeah. And I think that this might have been happening from a childhood on, to be honest. Like, you know what you want to do and you know what felt right, but people in your family were like, no, that's not the way. Or, are you sure you want to do it that way? You were sure you wanted to do it that way, but now you're not sure anymore. Because you're getting all these conflicting messages, and Spirit wants you to find out who you are as a person. Yeah. Let the energy of the Star Major Arcana guide you. The star in this case, I think, is representing both spirit, but also your intuition, and also like a hopeful feeling that is kind of buried beneath everything. The trueness of who you are, your higher self, your higher ethos. Yeah. And this is, with the star card, it's also the hope that, or the message that whatever feelings of conflict you're feeling, inner conflict and turmoil, they won't last forever. Like, this too shall pass. Yeah. And Mercury retro is coming up. We're in the shadow period. It's coming from the 9th to the 29th. And I will be doing a reading on that. But I do want to say that that's a great period of time for you to review what it is that you value and how you value yourself. Surrender to prayer. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. I don't know if you believe in a higher power, but if you don't, meditation is a form of addressing yourself, right? Of a self prayer. So you can do meditation, which is, you don't have to, like, if you don't believe in a higher power, you don't necessarily have to beseech anyone or talk to anyone in the spirit world or on the divine plane if that's not the thing that you believe. But it's like a communion with your highest self. So in that way, it is a bit of a prayer with you as the divine. Give yourself completely over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and the answers of support and support will arrive. So even if you are a person who believes in the spirit world, definitely meditation can be a tool during this time. So whether you are, aren't, or don't believe in a higher power, meditation is amazing. If you do believe in a higher power, ask the higher power for guidance. Ask the ancestors and the people that have passed on, because the veil is thin. Ask them, what is it that I need to know? What is it that I need to do? Serpent. Rebirth, unconventionality, nonconformity. Yes, what did I tell you? You are bucking tradition in some way, and I think it's in beliefs. You might come from a very conservative background. That's what I'm getting. Could be conservative religious background, conservative political background, conservative thought, whatever the case may be. And you are bucking that, and you want to buck that. And you want to, basically challenge the system, but you're afraid. And this is your chance to do it. 41 is nest, charity, generosity, gratitude. I think it's about nesting sort of within yourself. I don't know if that makes any sense, but during the Mercury retrograde, not necessarily spending a whole time around the groups and people you do, but just retreating into solitude, going into your hermit phase, and just really figuring out what is it that I am about? What am I about? Let's read 32. And I'll put this up here so you can screenshot. Now is the time to embrace your authentic self and let your true light shine brighter than it ever was before. This is your message of hope to spread and share to others. That difference is beautiful, and that difference should be celebrated regardless of how you are perceived or evaluated. Listen to your truth and pursue what your heart tells you. The world of others are not the same. The worlds of others are not the same as yours, so get to know yourself well enough to comprehend and accept that their perception of you is not who you are. You're more knowledgeable about yourself than they will ever be. Their assessment of you is based on their sense of reality, which is a different version of your reality. It makes no difference what the reality is. You are a unique breed, and that is precisely what you need to be. The projections of fear cast on you from others were causing you to hide away from the world. You're starting to break free from conformity and become your true self. You're entering a period of rebirth. I love the person I am becoming. I am here to shine is your affirmation. It continues to say, I am at peace with myself. I love and accept myself unconditionally. I am authentically me. Yes, that is literally the crux, the whole everything of this reading. Nest, it says, paying it forward as well as setting sincere, virtuous intentions will bring you a lot of good fortune. You can be generous with your time and your service. You do not always need to be monetarily generous. The cycle continues when you give your energy lovingly. The universe has no option but to return it, although it may be transmuted and returned in another form. This is Spirit's call to loosen your grip on things that you have and not hold on to them so dearly or tightly. You must freely give your love in order to generate what you desire. Giving without expecting anything in return frames your generosity with love and gratitude for those to whom you give. One of the greatest vibrations of love is surrendering to the enjoyment of giving without the need of service, the need to receive. This could be a message to help someone who is in need. It can also indicate that you're feeling unusually impoverished and in need of others' generosity. When this is the case, spend time in nature, surrounded by the natural bounty, to elevate your thoughts of inadequacy. You can open the floodgates to the immense abundance that is continuously being provided to you by shifting your perspective to thankfulness for simple things. The universe wants you to be abundant. The flow is opened by nesting your beliefs of abundance and your generosity. If you give willingly, you will receive it. Affirmation: I appreciate that my generosity creates a ripple that grows exponentially when my intentions are pure. I'm also getting that some of you might do really, really well to like volunteer at a soup kitchen or do something very altruistic this holiday. And this might actually help you to sort of get away from certain family members that are contentious or problematic for you. Yeah, you can just be like, I'm volunteering, and it's also a way for you to attract abundance into your life. This way of thinking that you've had that is shut down and suppressed has actually suppressed abundance and blessings for you, pile number 3. And when you embrace your authentic and true self, and when you step into that power, you're going to get a lot of abundance that flows towards you, because it's almost like somebody put a bushel over the light inside of you, and once you unleash yourself, that light shines, and it will attract all sorts of bounty and blessings to you. And one of the ways to help counteract your doubt and all of that is acts of service and also gratitude and being thankful. I also feel like you're going to have a revelation of who exactly you are sometime around like Thanksgiving. So I think that also the charity, generosity, gratitude card is going to, around Mercury retrograde, you're going to have some kind of an epiphany as well as to how you want to move going forward to becoming your more authentic and truth self. And that is what I have for you, pile number 3. If this reading resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and comment below with a skull or a black heart emoji. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. I didn't realize there was an extra card, pile number 3. This card was called Beast, Conflict, Competition, and Oppressors. Oh my goodness. Just kidding. I wasn't quite done. I did not see that this card was stuck to the other card. And this is what is holding you back. I do think it's family and friends and people that, might mean well, but they're really not. They're really there's a lot of conflict. They're actually sowing seeds of doubt and conflict within you, pile number 3. So we're just gonna go back into the reading really quickly to read this card, Beast, and it was right there too. And we, oh my gosh, conflict, competition, oppressors. The wolf that will subdue you to his control and conformity is lacking courage and integrity. Remember, separately from the pack, they are not powerful. They are threatened by you and envious of you. They wish they had the courage to be brave like you, to stand emancipated and free in their individuality, but they cannot, so they attack you. Their opinions, on the other hand, are only valid if they take the stage or into the arena to fight for what they believe in and what they want, just as you have. They will criticize from the sheep seats, all in order to drain your energy and steal your power. Remove yourself from circumstances where you can be vulnerable to their attack. Allow them to dwell in their fears. Let them scream from their sheep seats and remain unbothered. When they understand they cannot diminish your light and feed from your energy, they will move on. Let them go in love. Do not pay them any mind. Those who belittle others prove that they are small. They operate from low vibration, trying to pull you down. Separate yourself and sympathize that they must be in tremendous amounts of fear and pain to try and inflict it on another. It is not for you to educate them or help them. They have been inundated with other people's beliefs, and they want them to be fearful and put down. Therefore, they are typically incapable of reason. To release their beliefs is to question their own reality, and they are not ready to do that. Low vibrational people who cannot trust their inner knowing are lost and unfortunate souls. They will drown you if you try to save them. Let them go in peace. Focus on yourself and those who bring you love and generosity. You may be facing a time when you feel alone, but you are never alone. Your guides are with you and are showering you with love. Affirmation: I no longer feel obligated to live according to others' expectations. I live my life according to my beliefs. I forgive those who may have imposed their beliefs on me. I let go of others' expectations and any feelings of obligation I may have accumulated. Wow, pile number 3. You are loved. Know that. Know that, if anything else, just for what it's worth, I've been here before as somebody who left a cult religion that I was raised in as a child. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, you have all of my prayers and all of my vibes, and know that I believe in you. For what it's worth, I believe in you, pile number 3. Yeah, because these people, and it feels a lot like you are in possibly like a very conservative state, or whatever, and you are just trying to shine your light into the world, and at every turn, it's like this pack mob mentality, this sort of like, this mob mentality that's just against you and everything that you do and everything that you stand for. Look at this wolf, it's just like stalking you and growling, and when you try to assert your beliefs, but they're not ready. They're not ready to face themselves. They're not ready to unpack who it is and what it is that they are. Pile number 3. So yeah, this card makes so much more sense now too. Surrender to prayer. Yeah. If you don't believe in a higher power, surrender to your inner knowing, to your inner guidance system, to your higher self, to the universe. But if you do, definitely call in your guides, your angels, whatever God, goddess, whatever you believe, your ancestral spirits on the ancestral plane to help you, the ones that are friendly towards you. Yes, call that in to help you, because you are strong. You've got this. You are breaking out of a lot of oppression and a lot of like sort of thought police ideals that no longer serve you. You can't contain them. The thought of you, for you, the thought of going back to it is just like you just can't. It cannot be born. Essentially, you can't bear it. So you don't have to bear it. And if that means that you have to let go some people, even some of the people that you love, because they don't understand that you are ascending and that you are moving into a higher vibration, then so be it. Pile number 3. Love yourself. You are loved. And I'm just sending you so much love and light. And that is my bonus message for you. I will see you in the next one. And you take care. You're blessed. Bye.